In the 2017 population pyramid, we can see that the baby boom generation is here, and the forecast for the 2050, the baby boom generation will be here. Okay, so it tends to be reversed. Research tells us that social isolation, depression, anxiety, loneliness are growing problems in our elders. All of these problems is linked to greater morbidity and mortality. So that means we will have more older people, and the grandfathers and grandmothers of our communities, we will spend more time alone, more depressed and more anxious. We don't want that, do we? The question is, what solutions are we actually to have this person, these patients? So in many cases, we offer pharmacological solutions, pill, and all we know is that these treatments often are limited and not exempt from side effects. So we wanted to take a different approach. We have designed a study, a community-based intervention with the objective of reducing anxiety, depression, and social isolation in older people through a physical activity group program. We have designed a multi-center, randomized, two groups, single-blind clinical trial. A study population where patients older than 64 years assigned to 3 primary care centers in the Catalunya Central. We are here in the central of Catalonia. The 3 primary care centers were Súria, Sant Joan de Vilatorrada, and Manresa. The inclusion criteria were to present at the beginning of the study depression, a score greater than 12 on the Beck Depression Scale, and or anxiety, a score greater than 10 on the Generalized Anxiety Disorder Scale, G87, and or loneliness, a scale greater than 32 on the Duke Social Support. The exclusion criteria were failure to sign the consent form and temporarily physical or mental limitation to participate in the intervention. The intervention was based on a physical activity group program during 4 months. Participants were invited to a group walk 2 days a week in a beautiful rural setting. The walk was between 1 and 2.5 hours, depends on the physical condition of each participant. The control group received the visual care in each primary health center. Let's go to the results. 94 patients met the inclusion criteria. The majority were women, 77%, and the average age was 74. As we can see, there were no significant difference in the base outcomes between the groups at the beginning of the study. These are the post-intervention results for depression. The average of the Beck Depression Questionnaire on the 2 groups. As we can see, both groups improve, but the intervention group improved more. 8.7 versus 3.4. These differences are statistically significant. Regarding anxiety, both groups improve, but the intervention group improved more. For social support, in the control group, there were no changes, and the intervention group improved a lot, 13 points. These differences are statistically significant too. As we know, a value under 32 means good social support. Finally, Regarding the quality of life, the control group remains practically the same, and the intervention group improved considerably, a total of 9 points. Once again, these are statistically significant differences. In conclusion, the results of this study indicate that the program improved quality of life, social support, and depression anxiety symptoms. The satisfaction of the participants was very high. We think that the consolidation of such group-based activities could serve to maintain the long-term benefit of SERVs. In respect to future projects, we want to evaluate adherence to healthy lifestyles, assess the long-term impact of the program, apply other types of intervention, such as community gardens and excursions to new areas, and finally, to expand the project to other health centers. So, if someone here today is interested in our study, we will be very happy to collaborate. And then the video. Let's enjoy the video. Living the experience. In the video, one moment, in the video we can observe the relationship between the group and the satisfaction of the intervention. We also see patients talking about their problem if they were in the past. For example, the last lady said, I had a depression. Others report improvement, but their sadness will last for a long time. For this reason, we think it's very important to consolidate this project. And now, thank you very much for your attention, and I'm very glad to answer your questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the presentation.